Okay, now let's answer one of the most asked questions in this channel, on this channel, whatever. Can you use M-Pesa to pay for shopping on sites like Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and so on, including AliExpress in China? Let's get started. Okay, now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a service called M-Pesa Globalpay, which enables you guys to pay for your shopping, your online shopping on international sites, mark you, not local sites like Jumia. For those, just use Lipa na M-Pesa. Why do you want to use M-Pesa? Probably because you do not have a Visa card or such other debit or credit card for that matter, including the MasterCard. Some guys just want to use M-Pesa. It's simple, it's convenient, it's just on your phone. M-Pesa Globalpay is actually just a Visa card that is virtual. You know, basically Safaricom has partnered with Visa to give you guys Visa cards, virtual Visa cards that you can use to pay. What this means is M-Pesa gives you some details that are actually card details. That is a card number, a CVV, which we will see is some sort of like a PIN, like a secret code, and even an expiry date that you can use to pay on sites like Amazon and so on. And how do you get this virtual card? You simply get into your M-Pesa app. You need to download the M-Pesa app for that matter. So grab your phones, everyone, and open the M-Pesa app. Here we are. We're on the M-Pesa app already. You go under the services menu down here, and you'll see among these many things, we have Globalpay, and a mini program opens within the app called Globalpay. This is what is used to give you guys your Visa card. I've already opted in, that is my Visa card has already been given to me, but if you've not, you'll be given some options to opt in, then some kind of verification, and there you are. So once you're in here, there's some menus like show card details. Once you click on that, an authorization prompt is given to you, and once it is authorized, you can see that some card details have been shown to me, and these card details include some card number, an expiry date, and a CVV, which is that code that we're talking about. And this CVV, as you can see, is valid for about 30 minutes. There's a countdown timer up there, which is going to be trickling down slowly. And so that is how you get your virtual Visa card from M-Pesa. So at this point, some of you might want to know, how much is the transaction fee? How much can you spend? And so on. I think it's important for you to know these things. First, for the transaction fee, there's basically not really a fee per se. That is like Safaricom won't charge you something extra on what you're paying for the stuff you're buying. Like if you'll be buying a dress worth $100, you just pay $100. But you'll actually pay more because, you know, Safaricom are in business. They want to make money. And so what Safaricom charges is actually a 3.5% markup on the conversion rate for whatever currency you'll be using to pay into Kenyan shillings. Let me give you an example. Assuming you're gonna be like buying a camera on Adorama, which is a US site. Adorama uses US dollars, so chances are that is the currency that you're going to be charged in. So for you to pay using M-Pesa, and M-Pesa is in Kenyan shillings, the dollars that you're supposed to pay, say it's $100, are supposed to be converted into Kenyan shillings so that you can pay that amount in shillings. So $100 would be like how much? 100 times 120, something like 12,000 Kenyan shillings as an example. So instead of the conversion rate being 120 bob, Safaricom will use a rate that is higher by like 3-4%. So it will be something like, say, 125, and that's how they make their money. Understood? So how much can you spend? Basically, it's just similar to the normal M-Pesa limits. Daily, you can spend 300,000 Kenyan shillings, but per transaction, you can only spend 150,000 Kenyan shillings, which is quite a lot of money. But I feel like guys who have such deep pockets normally would use Visa. They probably already have. Anyway, this is just Visa. Now, that said, let's do a real example. You know, in this channel, we do real things. We're gonna be doing some real online shopping and using M-Pesa Globalpay to make our payment. So let's head over to the PC. Oh, and by the way, just before we do the transaction, if you guys have not subscribed, why don't you just, This is the time, this is the point where guys normally go hit that big old red subscribe button that is down here, and there's a notification bell just next to it. So I'm waiting for you. Okay, now we're going to be paying for what now? This is my cart on AliExpress. Let's pay for this. I wanted to buy these headlights, lamps for my car. These are very bright LED headlights. If you guys see someone with super bright white lights on the road, chances are it is me. Pay now. By the way, if you're not sure about how to shop on AliExpress and ship over to Kenya, like what addresses to use, I've made several videos. You can feel free. They'll be linked somewhere up here or probably up here to watch them. So here we will use the card number that has been given to us by Safaricom M-Pesa. This is in the M-Pesa app. So the details, the card number, the cardholder name, the expiry date, and the CVV are all here. What you need to do is just input them in there. So that is it. Let me click pay now. So the order was $69. Let's see what happens. Okay, a secure verification code is being sent to me by text message, and here it is. So you just input the OTP in there, one-time PIN 390534. Submit. Payment successful. We have received your payment. And that is it. The payment has been made. I have been charged $8,488 for $69.83. How much is that? Let me just calculate. 88 divided by, let's just say $70. 124. So you can see the exchange rate is 124. Yeah, that's like maybe 3%, 3.5% over the what is expected, 120 shillings per dollar. So yeah, I'll be waiting for say 2 weeks to receive those items from AliExpress. Nowadays they use, what's the name of that thing again? Speed up. That is how you use M-Pesa Globalpay to pay for your shopping online, and you can probably use this on Amazon, eBay, wherever else. See you guys in the next one, and as always, no pressure.